Hey guys, this is Nathan and welcome back to Vintage Story. Hope you guys are doing good. I am doing great. So, today I would kind of like to get these Hellhammer things set up and actually get a little bit of automated smithing going. So, to start out with, I am going to be doing some work over here. So we need to remove the great majority of the flowers over here, kind of level the area down, fill in these ponds, and probably cut these trees back. I might have to think about that. Kind of like the position of these trees, but they might be in the way. I don't know. We'll have to see. I still haven't decided for sure what I want to do with this little knob right here, but I am definitely keeping that area down in there for a town square. And what on earth is going on with that guy? Climbing up on top of the lamp. Okay, that was a bit strange. But yes, I am very happy to see that it appears that our bunker that we made in the last episode is actually functional. And it keeps the nasty corrupted drifters from spawning right next to us. So we will have to do more testing, like I said in the last episode. A few more temporal storms should prove one way or the other. So we'll just have to see how that goes. But yeah, it does exactly what I was hoping, at least it seems to be. So yeah, I guess I will start chopping down these little knobs and flowers and all of that, and I will see you guys in a little bit. Okay, so the movement of drifters looks a little bit different now. We are in version 1.12.5, and apparently we have the Scary Drifters update here. I'm not sure exactly what that is going to mean, but I have been going around trying to collect up the resources that I need to start making the factory that we are going to be building over here. And I realized we need a lot of pottery, because we are going to need a whole bunch of planters to put in front of this thing, as well as tons of fire clay shingles. And I have no idea why that closed. But we are going to need to make tons of fire clay shingles. We are going to need to make tons of planters. That may mean we have to go out and get some more clay. I don't know. We'll just have to see how that goes. But I am going to get working on that. And I also might need to clear just a little bit more space here because, yeah, we can't really see it terribly well here. Here, let's go ahead and place down one of these lanterns so that we can see it just a little bit better. So we do have a sizable area here that is cleared out, but I don't think that it's big enough. So we'll just have to see. If I have to pull more of this hill back, I will. I kind of like the idea of keeping it there because it looks nice. We can also rather easily expand into this area because this is a fairly flat area. And I'm sorry for how dark that is, but I don't really want to sleep if I can help it. I want to try to keep these days as long as possible. But also, the trees have started growing here on this hill. We've got a few more of them. I accidentally broke this one, so it will take a little while to grow. And we'll find out where our bare spots are and fill those in as well, so that we can have a nice lush forested area up here on top of our bunker. So yeah, I've got a whole bunch of clay work to do. See you guys after a little bit. So I have been sitting here making fire clay shingles for quite some time. The problem is we require at least peat bricks to fire these, and one stack of 32 peat bricks will only cook with like 23 or 24 of these shingles. And I have used up every bit of the peat that I have. I had a bunch in here, but I am going to have to go out and get some more peat because, yeah, we've got multiple fires going. I can make the shingles tremendously faster than the fire pits can cook them. And, oh, hey, buddy. yeah, you guys are just kind of annoying and dumb now. But yes, I am going to have to go out and get a whole bunch more peat because we need the fuel for this. Now, the other thing is, so I have not been doing any cooking here lately. I've just been emptying out the food that's in my cellar, and my shelves here in the kitchen are now completely full of empty crocks. So, yes, we may have to start looking into doing some cooking here pretty soon. We're getting kind of low on stuff that's down here. We still have quite a bit of porridge with berries. A lot of these have in excess of 100 days to go. Then we have a little bit of stew. Yeah, turnip stew isn't great, but so this is just a vegetable stew. This here looks like the last one that we have. Oh, I totally forgot about these. So we have more porridge with currants, and then of course we have our little bit of blueberry jam that's gonna last us for over 10 years. Yeah, it's gonna be there for a while. Whoops, couldn't quite get out of there. So yes, I need to go out, and we actually have a place out here. If we take a look at the map, if I can hit the right button, out here, so where our trail runs out here, we actually have, right next to the loot chest, there is a bunch of fire clay and peat. So I'm going to head out there and grab that. Looks like we also have some peat over here. Now, one nice thing with the more recent updates, we can now click on these waypoints. If we, I guess we have to right-click on them, and then we can actually delete those. We can also change the icon for them. So like this one here, it says it's peat. Let's see, what icon? We just put that so, you know, that will kind of stand out as, hey, this is, you know, something special. So yes, I need to go get peat. This building is taking a lot of material, and we're only about halfway through the night, so I will go ahead and sleep the night away. I guess we have our bunker now, so if we have to deal with temporal storm, we will head to the bunker. So yeah, lots and lots of peat to collect so that we can fire our shingles, and then hopefully we can start building. Well, it is raining, and this storm does not look like it's going to be letting up anytime soon. I do think that it's kind of cool that it actually requires clouds to have a storm. But one thing to think about is open fire pits like this will get put out by rain. And so I had to put some dirt above them to actually stop the rain from putting out the fire pits, which was kind of neat because then I had this huge column of smoke coming out of here. But I think we have enough shingles. We'll just have to see. I guess if I need to make more, I'll make more. But we're going to start laying out our building here, and we'll kind of get an idea of what it's going to look like. So we're going to start out by placing down some blocks, and we're going to go 3 blocks in between these. And this is going to be the entrance. And you know what? We're going to push this forward a little. Let's go ahead and bring it up to here. By the way, I did put a little bit of a path in here because... yeah, I mean, the town seems to be expanding in this direction, and makes sense that we would put a road in. And I forgot to make a new shovel. So when I mined the peat, I actually broke my shovel, and I guess I only need to put it in that one. So let's go ahead and place a dirt back there. We'll do the same thing over here. Now this one is where we are going to place our door. So we're going to put our door right there. And then we are going... Do we want it there? No, we want it 1 block further in. So I do happen to have this, an image of this on my other screen. So that is kind of nice. So we're going to put that there. Then we are going to go ahead and put some little wall areas along here. And of course we're going to be putting some windows in here. And I guess that one, we need one there. Then to make it a little more interesting, we are going to be placing some stairs on the bottoms here. And then this is where our planters come in. So we're going to place down a planter with a pine sapling. in front of each window. And I think that looks really nice, especially when you get a whole bunch of them. It's not overly decorated for Flora, but at the same time, it is a nice little addition. Then we are going to be placing our usual trapdoors alongside the windows, but these windows are going to be a little bit taller. So we are going to be going up to 2 blocks tall with our window, and this one actually should be a stair. So let's go ahead and put a... Is it supposed to be a stair? No, it's not. It's a full block. And so we're going to put these in here, and I forgot to grab my glass. Yeah, the glass stuff. Which actually, it is good that we are building this building, because our glass supplies are starting to dwindle. So we're going to need to grab a little bit more of this, and then we need our saw to cut these in half. So saw, I think it's, how did this work? Let's take a look at, okay, so I was on the right track, I just didn't quite get the configuration correctly. Now, one thing that I do want to say is, so this says only horizontal. So if we place these back in here, we can get those to be only vertical, or we can place them in another time and get them on auto mode. Now, I prefer them on auto mode because I place things in all kinds of different configurations, and I don't really have too much trouble with the placement of these. So if we go on the back edge here, it will place it vertical. If we go basically in the middle of the block, it will put it horizontal. And you can do that on pretty much any block. So, you know, it doesn't matter which one you go there. And if you have a backing block, you can go to the center of it, and it will place that like that. And one nice thing here is that we don't have to have anything special to break glass. I am very happy about that. So that's how that is going to look. And then we're going to bring these pillars up here a little bit. Oh, and the sun is starting to come out. We're starting to get some shadows. So the storm is kind of letting up. Now, this was just a rainstorm, not a temporal storm, so that is kind of nice. So we're going to go ahead and build this up a little. Now, that one, we do want a stair above it. So we'll go ahead and get this built up. We'll put a stair above here. And that's that. And then we're going to take some granite stone brick stairs and place those here above that. So we're starting to get the look of this. Now, this is very similar in appearance to my house, just without the wood for the pillars. So then above this, we're just gonna pillar up, maybe? Thank you. So we're just gonna pillar up here. And now above this, we are going to place a little bit of stone bricks, and these in the middle above, we are going to change those to stairs. And so that's going to kind of make a little bit of an interesting look to the front of this. And this is the main entrance area. Now, further over here is where we are actually going to have our Helvhammers. So we're going to go ahead and only drop back a couple of blocks here. And this one here, we are going to place a stair above and a cobblestone stair below. And then we are going to repeat this pattern over here. So every other block is going to be a stair. We'll punch out the dirt underneath and place in our, whoops, that one's not. We will place in our cobblestone underneath, and then we will come in here and place our planters and our pine saplings. And so, yeah, the planters were kind of important, kind of makes this look a little bit nicer. And then, same thing again, we're going to build up the pillar of stone bricks. And yes, this is just going to be a repetitive pattern. Now, this area over here is going to be a little bit longer and narrower. And my goal is to actually get 2 windmills up above here, because experimentation in creative has shown me that we need at least 1 windmill per Helvhammer. So that is going to be a huge amount of flax. Now I have harvested my flax for the second time now, and I did get quite a bit, but I don't think that we have enough yet to make 2 of these windmills, because we need 4 blades for each one, and each blade takes, well, we need 4 blades for each expansion, and we have 4 expansions, so that's 16 blades, and each blade takes 2 pieces of linen. Now each piece of linen takes 4 pieces of twine, and 2 pieces of twine come from 4 flax. So we need tons and tons of flax to make that work. Now you can kind of see, oh, this is not correct. We need a solid block above this still. So we will put a solid block there and then the stair. That way we continue the pattern around here. But yes, you can see this is going to look kind of neat. And then above this, we are going to use cobblestone slabs and the fire brick stairs for the roof. So I am going to build the lower floor area of this, and then we will come back and start working on putting on the roof, and possibly even putting on some of the windmill towers. Well, that actually took quite a bit longer and a lot more resources than I expected to do this. So we did run out of planters. I'm going to have to make a lot more of those because, yeah, we've got windows basically in between every set of pillars. Now, I don't know for sure if we are going to keep those, because if we come inside and look around here, there's not a lot of space that we're going to be able to use for these helve hammers. And if there's a window there, it won't really feel right. But anyway you look at it, we have the base floor. So I think it is about time for us to start looking at the roof. So I'm just going to dig a little bit of a hole in here. And I think I have enough, shingles, I hope, maybe. But, oh, yeah, I kind of screwed this up. I will be right back. Alright, so we need, whoops, so this is one of those places that possibly changing to the horizontal slabs would be good. So I'm actually going to take these and convert them into the horizontal only slabs. So now when we try to place these up here, they will only work in a horizontal fashion. It is useful at times. I usually don't find much of a use for it though. One thing that I have noticed though is they tend not to stack together. I don't know what is going on with that. So we will go ahead and put this here. We're also going to put a little bit out on this side. So now we need to get back up on top. Should probably just bring some ladders over here so I can get up here a little easier. Going to be going up and down quite a bit. So now that we have that, I mean, we have this monstrously thick wall here. Yeah, I know. But so we are not going to do any fancy roof. We're just going to be doing a simple A-frame roof. So we're going to bring this up and have the cobblestone edging. And then we are going to... That is not what I wanted. And then we are going to fill the roof itself in with these fire clay shingles. So I am going to start placing these down, and we will see what this looks like once I get some of the roof on here. Well, I have to say that makes a big improvement to the look of the village, having this building over here. And it's going to look even better once we get this little town square in here. But I did get a good portion of the roof on. If we hop up here on top of the little hill above the bunker, we can see I have left a good portion of the roof off over here, and that is because we are going to be building a couple of windmill towers, kind of like that one over there, but a little bit bigger. But also I am putting in a lot of the diagonal plaster blocks and some of the square logs plaster blocks as well to fill in that area up above the wall. Now, I'm not terribly happy with how this looks, but I guess it's okay. Feels like that beam that runs across there should be one block lower, and actually looking at this, those bricks in the corner should probably be logs. But I will worry about that here in a little bit. Now, I've also put in a floor, and I'm going with sandstone and basalt cobble in here just to kind of mix things up a little, keep the building looking kind of interesting. Now, up here, we are going to be making the towers, like I said. What was that noise? I don't know. But, yeah, I don't recall right off the top of my head how I connected these, because I'm pretty sure that the towers are meant to be 5 blocks wide, so that would mean that it would be right here. That's kind of out in the open. That doesn't feel right. You know what, let me run over to my creative world real quick and take a look at this, because, like I say, that does not feel right. And I gotta make sure that this is correct. Well, I was right that it's supposed to be 5 blocks wide, but it's 7 blocks deep, which seems a little odd, but yeah. That is actually how it is meant to be, and ooh, I'm gonna run out of logs here pretty quick. So yes, actually the logs are coming up here, like I say, 5 blocks wide here, and then 7 blocks across the center of this thing. Now, yeah, just ran out of logs. But I did use every bit of my regular plaster in here too, because we are going to be using a lot of plaster in here. And I think I'm probably going to use a whole bunch more logs as well, because I feel like I want to put logs across this space right here. Now, this is not something that I did in the creative world, so... Oh, we are hungry. Yes, let's go ahead and eat. So, yes, I am pretty sure that I'm actually going to run out of pine logs, mainly because I have been trying to get a new charcoal pit filled in, because, yeah, obviously, once we start getting into a whole bunch of iron working, we are going to need tons of charcoal. So I did make a whole bunch of firewood, place it down in here, and we still have a long way to go on that. But I think I only have like maybe 5 or 6 stacks. Okay, about 8 stacks of logs left. But that's not going to go terribly far on what I want to do. And I guess I also need to make more plaster. So let me see here. I think we are running low on sand, oddly enough. Let's see here. That's all gravel. No sand in there. Okay, that's rock. There's a little bit of basalt sand. So we've got a little bit of sand, but not much. I may actually have to go out and look for some sand. Yeah, because we do not appear to have much of anything in the way of sand. So, yes, let me get a bunch of this taken care of. I'll build up what I can and go out and get some sand so that we can make some more plaster, because this is going to take a lot of plaster still, and I might need to go and get some more logs. So yep, see you guys in a little bit. I have a feeling that is a natural supermoon. That thing is much larger than normal. I mean, we can see the size of the sun there. Oh, wow. Yeah, that is quite large. That is actually really cool. I like it. Oh man, that is really something. Well, there it is. So we have the outer shell of the building. And it is probably going to stay this way for just a little bit. Because, yeah, I need to get this video out to you guys. So, yeah, oh, jeez. Oh my god. But I guess, yeah, we'll work on getting the inner workings of this in the next episode. You know, we'll get our windmills up and the Helve hammers down. And there's a couple of things that I would like to look into on how we can make some of this stuff work. So, yeah, that's gonna be for the next one. So, I'm gonna say thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the episode, be sure to give a thumbs up. If you are new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. If you have any thoughts about what I've been working on or anything that you would like to see, be sure to leave that down in the comments. And I will see you next time. Bye!